Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have a very special treat for you today. I have a massive tarot haul to show you. I answered an ad on my local Kijiji the other day, and a lady was selling 7 decks for $50, which I thought was a great deal. So I answered the ad and arranged to pick them up yesterday, and I went and got them. And she was very generous, very sweet. She also told me she was throwing in a couple of extra decks, I guess, that she no longer uses. So I ended up getting about 9 or 10 decks for $50. And they are amazing. 2 or 3 of them are completely brand new, sealed, and they're just incredible. So I want to share them with you. So let me start getting into that. There were a couple of Lucy Cavendish decks that she was selling. And this one is the Oracle Tarot. This is a 62 card deck. The only difference between this and a regular tarot deck is it does not contain court cards. So all the majors are there and all the minor arcana are there except for the court cards. So that's why the 16 cards are missing, but that's fine. I just love them. I love the art. The art is so whimsical and pretty and bright. Comes with this little book, and it's got all the descriptions of the cards in it. And I'll show you some of the cards. So here is the backing, and it is beautiful. You're not seeing the color accurately. I'm sorry about that. They're green and blue, a sort of darkish green and blue, but that's not coming up on the webcam. But it's got that pretty star pattern on the back. And so here we start with the Fool. And I love the style of art here. There's a lot of nudity in this deck, so if that offends you or whatever, I guess this would probably not be for you. But I think it's very beautiful, very sweet. And what I like is it has the major arcana name down here and also a couple of keywords. So for the Fool here, it says spontaneity and taking chances. And let's go through the major arcana. Here's the Magician card. I'm going to try to do this quickly because I have a lot to show you. The High Priestess. Very feminine deck. Here's the Empress. I love this. Look at her big pregnant belly. Isn't that gorgeous? Love that. Here's the Emperor. Here is the Hierophant, and it's called Tradition in this deck. Here's the Lovers. Chariot. She's pushing a shopping cart. How cute is that? Here is Strength. Love that. Look at that, how she's holding up the heart there. So cool. Here's the Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hangman. And this is Death, but it's called Change in this deck. It says Release the Past on it. That's beautiful. Here's Temperance. This is the Devil, but it's called Bondage in this deck. Here's the Tower. I love this. Love this Tower card. Here's the Star. The Moon, and the keywords here are yearning, desire. Love that. The Sun. Judgment. And the World. So I'll show you some of the minor arcana, and these are not like named on the cards, like this is a Pentacles card or a Coins card, and it just has again some keywords at the bottom. So for the Ace of Pentacles, this would be new career moves. I'll show you some of those. And this is 2, and it says cash flow. So the balance card is called cash flow. This is the 3, and it says purpose of direction. Those are the keywords. And I love how this girl is balancing on this kind of skateboard thing with the coins at the bottom. That's very cool and cute. Here is 4, steady progress. So you get the idea. Let me move on to the Cups. So here is the Ace of Cups. This is called New Love Energy. This is the Two of Cups, Loving Union and Teamwork. This is the 3, Celebration and Bounty. These cards are much brighter in real life than they're showing up on the webcam, just want to let you know. And the 4 of Cups, it says nervous about change for this one. Okay, so let's move on to the Wands. And here we have the Ace of Wands, and it says status surge. Interesting. This one is the 2 of Wands. It says balance restored and resolution. Here is the, is this Swords? Or what? No, this is Swords. Pardon me, you guys. I apologize. Sorry, let's start over here. Okay, so Ace of Swords, status surge. Okay. 2 of Swords, balance restored and resolution. Yeah, they're making a deal there. 3 of Swords, unexpected revelation, and doesn't look like a good one. And the 4 of Swords is recovery and retreat. Love that. Okay, so now let's move on to the Wands. And Ace of Wands, follow your dreams. Great Ace of Wands there. 2 of Wands, your own power. Your own power. 3 of Wands, dreams of change. And the 4 of Wands, recharge your hopes. Love it. So I really, really like this deck. I really like its energy. It's very positive and very upbeat, very bright and sunny and fun. And if you like this kind of deck, I would highly recommend it. If you like this kind of whimsical, you know, bright, sunny energy, positive messages, this is definitely for you. So that is the Oracle Tarot. That is one of the decks that I got in my lot. Okay, next we have another Lucy Cavendish deck, and these are the magical spell cards. And don't you just love how that whale's tail is just coming out of the water like that, and the lotus flower, so cute. There's the back of the box. This is a 44 card deck, and I'll show you some of these. So again, it comes with a really nice book, a nice size little book, you know, not chintzy or anything, really nice. And it comes with very detailed explanations of all the cards. And the cards are very simple, but very pretty. And again, they've got that very upbeat, positive, girly kind of energy. So spell card 1, and this says Aphrodite's love spell. Yeah, each one of the cards, let me just check the book here. Each one of the cards has a spell attached to it. Yeah, each one of the cards has a spell. So for example, this one here is spell card 10, Authenticity. There's the spell right there on the right, and then the description of the card is on the left. So awesome. So this is Aphrodite's love spell. If you're looking to cast a love spell, there you go. Spell card 2, Abundance. Spell card 3, Prosperity. Spell card 4, Beauty. Spell card 5, Justice. Spell card 6, Letting Go. I love these. These are so pretty. Spell card 7, Wisdom. Spell card 8, Destiny. Spell card 9, Peace. Spell card 10, Authenticity. Don't you love how she's lowering that mask off her face? Love that. Spell card 11, Passion. Ooh, that's a nice one. Spell card 12, Success. Love that bullseye there. Spell card 13, Energy. Spell card 14, Friendship. How cute is that? Oh, I love that. So sweet. And spell card 15, Glamour. So if you guys want me to go through and show you a complete reveal of the entire deck of any of these decks, just comment below and let me know. I just want to go through these like semi-fast. I want to give you guys a look at the cards, but if I showed you every card in each deck, we'd be here forever. So let me know if you want to see a more complete look at each one of these, okay, whichever they are. So the next one I got, and this one was still sealed, is the Kitchen Tarot. And I didn't know this before time, but this is a Major Arcana deck only. So, but that's okay, because I love Major Arcana only decks. And as it's sealed, I'm going to open this now and unbox it here, because I've not opened it yet. Okay, so here it is, unsealed. It's a 22-card deck by Susan Shih, or Susan Shie, S-H-I-E, with the guidebook by Dennis Fairchild. So let's open this baby up and check it out. Okay, so here's the guidebook. Nice, again, nice little book, chunky little book. It's got a, wow, these are pretty nice descriptions. You have, it starts here, description starts here. Get like about 3 pages for each card, so that's really nice. And see if there's any spreads in here. Yeah, there's a few spreads at the beginning of the book, so nice little book. And here is the backing. Very pretty. Again, very cartoony. So let's go through, I don't know if we'll go through all of these, but here is Major Arcana 0. This would be the Fool, the Colander, the Magician, called Salt and Pepper in this deck. Here is the High Priestess, and this one is called the Teapot. Number 3, the Empress, and this one is called the Stove. Don't you love that? That is so cool. Come in a little bit closer so you can see. Here's the Emperor and the Fridge. Woo, coldness. Coldness. Here's the Hierophant, and this one is called the Cookbook. The Lovers, Cream and Sugar. Oh my God. Like, how apropos is that, really? Cream and sugar. Absolutely. And look how the 2 pots are high-fiving each other. And the heart in the middle. Love it. These are so cute. So cute. Here's the Chariot, and this one is called the Rolling Pin. Strength, and this one is called the Skillet. The Hermit, and this one is called the Dish Soap. Interesting. Very interesting. There's that candle there, the little light. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Here is the Wheel of Fortune, and this one's called the Lazy Susan. Yeah, that's pretty appropriate. Here is the Justice, and this one is called the Food Scales. Karma is written there, I see. Balance. Here is the Hangman, and this one is called the Timer, Kitchen Timer. Yeah. Death, and this one is called the Compost Pot. Exactly. The compost, yes. There's a skeleton, a cat skeleton there, I see. Here is Temperance, and this one is called the Blender. Here is the Devil, and this one is called Power Out. Here is the Tower, the pressure cooker. Absolutely. Again, these cards are much brighter than they appear on the webcam here, so they are like 10 times more colorful than you're seeing here. The Star is called the Punch Bowl. The Moon is called the Calendar. That's very cool. Calendar. 19, this would be the Sun, and it's called Mom and Apple Pie. Aw, love it. Judgment is called the Silverware Drawer. Very interesting. Silverware Drawer. What does that say? Don't slam the silverware drawer. And what are these? Oh, there's people working in the kitchen there. And then finally, the World is called Potluck. Look at that. And that's it. So I love them. I love these cards. Hope you enjoyed the look at them. And yeah, my first time seeing them was right now with you guys. So I have to go through and look at all these thoroughly again later. But So that was another deck that I got. That was deck number 3, and it was the Kitchen Tarot. And if I can only get this box closed, there we go. So that's 3 so far. Okay, next up is the Golden Tarot by Liz Dean. And there's the back of the box. These, although they were unsealed, they appear to be brand new. They don't look like they've ever been used. And this deck comes with a little guidebook that looks like so, and I believe it's full color, yes. So there's the full color pictures of the major arcana. And these are pip cards, but the quartz are illustrated. So major arcana and quartz are fully illustrated, and then the pips are just your basic pip cards. So let's go through a few of these and I'll show you. It's very Rider-Waite, a Rider-Waite clone, you know, just follows the Rider-Waite system very faithfully. There's the Fool. Oh, here's the backing. Beautiful backing. So there is the Fool. There is the Magician. High Priestess. The Empress, and I love this, how she's sitting under that cherry tree there. Beautiful. Here's the Emperor. Hierophant. The Lovers. Chariot. Justice. I wish there wasn't so much glare. I'm sorry, guys. The Hermit. I wish you guys could see these cards in all their glory because they are beautiful. Ooh, look at this. Wheel of Fortune. Look at that at the top there. How she is sitting at the top. And wow. This guy holding it up. Here's Strength. Hangman. Okay, I'm going to go on. I'm going to move on and show you some of the minor arcana. Ace of Pentacles, so you get your basic symbol there. Here's the 2, so you get the idea. They're just pip cards, nothing fancy there, but I'll show you some of the quartz. So here's the Page. Knight. Queen. And the King. And then here are the swords. There's the Ace of Swords. And again, so 4, you get your basic pip card there. Here's the Page of Swords. I love those clouds. There's the Knight. Queen. And the King. And here we have the Wands, Ace of Wands. There's the 9 of Wands, pip card. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands, you get the idea. And here's the Ace of Cups. 4 of Cups. And here's the Page of Cups, the Knight, etc. So again, if you guys want me to go through and show you a detailed reveal of these decks, any of them, just let me know. I'm just trying to move along to speed this up a little bit. Okay, next was just this little tiny tarot kit. It looks like a beginner's kit that, you know, very kind of generic one. It's got like a magnetized box. These are mini cards and, you know, very basic. But I kind of like them. And this deck would be perfect for just tossing in your purse and taking along with you if you wanted to do tarot readings on the fly. Like if you wanted to do a reading for yourself or for other people, these would be so easy to just toss in your purse and, you know, use just like that. So it comes with a little tiny book there, with a cute little book. And I will show you some of the cards. Okay, so here is the backing of the cards, which is really pretty. They're glossy little cards. And as you can see, they're really small, like they fit into the palm of your hand. They're smaller than a playing card, pardon me. And I like these. Surprisingly, I like them, even though I'm not a beginner, and this looks like a kind of beginner's tarot kit where somebody would just like learn the cards. I like them because they're so small, they're so convenient to carry with you. And I really like the black background of these cards because the little images, the basic little images, they really pop. They really pop and just kind of stand out to you and give you that automatic sort of like, you get that automatic hit when you look at one of these cards. So here is the Fool. Very cute. Here's the Magician. And I believe even the Minor Arcana are illustrated too. I don't think they're just pips. Here's the High Priestess. As we move along, I will show you. There's the Empress. Here's the Emperor, and he's in a shoe. He's a shoe, which kind of puzzles me, but I gotta look at this a little bit more and see how it works. Here's the Hierophant. The Lovers. Here's the Chariot. This is so cute. This guy on the bike. Love that. They're very fun and whimsical again. Very cartoony. Here's Justice. Oops. The Hermit. Look at how he's got that snail shell on him. That is so cool. He moves slowly. Moves slowly, right? Here's the Wheel of Fortune. The Hermit is never in a rush. No. Here is Strength. The Hanged Man. Here's Death. Oh, that's a great Death card. I like that. Here is Temperance. So these cards kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting anything from these. And when I looked at them, I was like, that's cool. Here's the Devil. Tower. Star. The Moon. Look at that owl. I love that. Here is the Sun. The Kids on the Rooster. Here is Judgment, and we have a butterfly here. A butterfly with a key. Very, very cool. And the World. Okay, so let me look at some of these minor arcana. Yeah. Okay, here's the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, let's see. Yeah, here's the two. So they're not just pips. They are illustrated. They give you that you know, little picture there. Here's the Three of Pentacles. Look at that with the ladder. That's cool. Here's the Four of Pentacles. Look at that. The pig clutching the coins. Cute. Okay, let's move on to, here's a Court, for example. Here's the Page. Here's the Knight. He's on a turtle. How cool is that? Slow-moving Knight of Pentacles, right? But he gets to where he has to go. Here's the Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. I'm trying to hurry, guys, because I have so much to show you. Here's the Queen of Wands. And they also have, like, color. They're color-coded. So the Wands are red. The Pentacles were green. Cups are blue. You can see the blue in the corners there. It's Ace of Cups. And here's the Two of Cups. There's the King of Cups. And Swords. The Three of Swords there. Here's the Page. And the Queen. So these cards really surprised me. They really surprised me, and I'm glad they were in there. This is a really cute little deck, and I can totally see myself using this, even though I'm not a beginner. Totally use this deck. So that is Tarot, the Complete Kit. This is the deck that made me want to get the whole lot, because I was going to order this deck earlier. I was going to order it around Christmas time, and I didn't for some reason, and it ended up being in this lot. So I was so happy. It's the Dragon Tarot, and guys, the artwork in this deck is just absolutely incredible. Okay, let me show you. Oops. Sorry, I got a bit of a mess here. Alright, so here is the backing of the cards. Look at that. Gorgeous. There's the Fool. Here, let me show you. It comes with a book, full color book. Gorgeous illustration on the front. Dragons are in every one of these cards, and I love it. Yeah, they're full color pictures of the cards and descriptions. A nice little book, slim little book. And let's go through some of them. So here's the Fool, and you can see the little dragon right there. Here is the Magician, and he's got a dragon on his head. I don't know if you can see that, but there's the tail coming down over his shoulder onto the table there. Here is the High Priestess, and she's got a couple of dragons right there. She's wearing wings, helmets, or a helmet with wings or something. Here is the Empress, and she's sitting on a dragon throne. Here's the Emperor. This is the one that's on the cover, or showed on the cover, and he's got the dragon just wound all around him. I love that. Here's the Hierophant, and look at this, guys. He's carrying a church on his back. Love it. Here is the Lovers, and the dragon is right in between this couple here with its wings around them. Here is the Chariot, and we have the light and the dark dragons. And the guy, see the guy there? He is driving them, or they're flying ahead of him. Here is Justice. Look at this. Oh my God, I just love this fantasy art. It's just so beautiful. Here's the Hermit, and his cloak is like dragon scales, it looks like, and he's got wings there. Wow, oh my God, these are beautiful. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. Here is Strength, and instead of taming a lion, of course, she's taming the dragon. Here's the Hangman, and this guy is dangling from the mouth of this dragon. Is that his tongue? Yeah, his tongue is wrapped around his leg there. Here's Death. Death riding a dragon and blowing flames or smoke down at this tree and killing this tree. Here is Temperance. There's a dragon up there. Here is the Devil. Oof, that is one very dragony devil. Cool. Here's the Tower. And the tower looks, the dragon looks kind of like a phoenix at the top of the tower there. Here's the Star. The dragon is pouring water. Here's the Moon, and instead of the two dogs on the Rider-Waite, moon card, we have two dragons here, howling up at the moon. Here's the Sun, with this great big fiery dragon right there in the sun, the two little kids in the garden. Here is Judgment, and this angel is got dragon wings. And finally the World. There you go. This deck is spectacular. I love it. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, these are also pips. So the aces they always have a dragon on them. And the other cards are just pips. So there's the two. So let me go through to the courts here. So here we have the Page. And here's the Knight riding a dragon. Okay, and Ace of Cups. There's the dragon on the Ace of Cups. And there's your basic pip card. Here's the Queen of Cups. The King. And here we have the Ace of Swords. Here is the dragon flying with the sword. This is the Five of Swords. Here again is the Queen of Swords. God, I love this so much. Here's the King. And finally, here's the Wands. So there's the dragon on the Wands card. Love that, but look at that volcano there. Fiery volcano. Here's the Six of Wands. And the Wands, look, they have dragon heads at the top there. Here's the Page of Wands. Look at that, how he's walking along with this dragon, and he's got his hand on it like that, like very tenderly. It's very sweet. Almost like this dragon is his pet. Here's the knight. So guys, that's the Dragon Tarot. Again, if you want to see a more detailed review, this next deck was also in the lot. It's not a tarot or oracle deck. It's kind of like a card game, which is fine. It's also sealed, so I'm going to open this up. But you could totally use these as oracle cards, because look at the artwork. It's very fantasy, again, very fairy tale-ish, and it's a card game for all ages. It's got 110 cards. With 55 happy ever after ending cards, and they're also blanks that you can put your own ideas on. And these cards are used to help you tell the story. Like here is, show you the back there. They're kind of like prompts for creating a story. So if you're a writer or something, these would be awesome. Let me just open these up and I'll show them to you. This is very cool, actually. It comes with this little booklet that says Once Upon a Time, like that. And it tells you how to play the game. Gives you a little bunch of instructions here. Got stuff about characters. So this would be really great for kids or just for fun, you know, just passing time or whatever. And again, as I said, if you're a writer, these would be probably pretty good sort of writer's block, you know, breakers. So here they have these. There's 3 piles in the box here. And this one I left sealed, because I'll open them later. But there's 110 cards, and I guess it gives you this little prompt here. So this one says, and when they died, they passed it on to their children. Here's the backing, by the way. There's a cute little backing there. And which is how the kingdom got its name. So they returned it to its original owner. You know, it gives you a bunch of sort of jumping off points, right? They ate it at the feast, and it was delicious. And those are just like the writing prompts. And then they also give you like picture cards. They kind of remind me of Lenormand's. So here, this one says very wise. The man there with a book. This one says frightened. Disguised. Yeah, I'm sure you could use these as oracle cards as well. You know. This one says tiny. Poisoned. Very strong. Far away. So you get the idea. I think these are just really cute little cards and a fun little game, very creative. And so just to recap, cute. This is what I got in the lot. This is what I knew I was buying. So there's the Oracle Tarot, the Magical Spell cards, the Kitchen Tarot, the Golden Tarot, whoops, the Dragon Tarot, those Once Upon a Time story cards, and then that little tiny mini tarot deck. So all of those were $50, and I thought that alone was an incredible deal. But she also gave me some extras for which she didn't charge me for. So I'll show you those now. I was really excited when I saw these. It is a Marseille deck, and it is still sealed, still in the plastic. So I'm going to open these in a second. And it appears that they're packaged, like the major arcana and the minors are separate. So I'm hoping that all the major arcana are here, because the one on the top is Justice. And so you'd figure the Fool would be the first card that you'd see. So I got to open these and make sure all 22 are there. But yeah, so a Marseille deck. I've been wanting a Marseille deck for a long time, and now I finally have one. And this was just something she threw in. There's the backing. You know, a classic deck. Every series tarot reader needs a Marseille in their collection, and so now I have one. So I'm going to open these and see if all those major arcana are there. Whew, they're all there. They're all there. The Justice card was at the top of the package, but it was, I don't know why it was there. But anyway, there's the Fool. So there's the Magician called Le Battleur. Le Battleur. La Papesse. High Priestess. There's the Empress L'Impératrice. Here's l'Empereur, Le Pape. There's l'amoureux, the lovers. The chariot, the chariot. La justice. L'ermite. Pardon my horrible French. But there's a Wheel of Fortune. Well, oh my god. She just threw these in. Strength called La Force in this deck. And Le Pendu, the Hangman. There is Death, which doesn't have a name on it. Pretty hard to mistake that card, though. Here is Temperance. The Devil, Le Diable. And the Tower. Star. La Lune. Le Soleil. There's Le Jugement. And finally, Le Monde. Wow. And here are the minors. They're still sealed. I'm not going to open these yet. I mean, if you want me to show these in a separate video, just let me know. I will definitely show them for you. But probably most of you are familiar with them, and I want to try to keep this video to a reasonable length. So, wow. So there's Marseille, a Marseille deck that she just threw in there. The other one that she threw in that I was really, really happy about was this Hanson Roberts deck. Now, this is a classic. I'm sure many of you guys know this. It's a staple, and I'd been meaning to get it for years and hadn't gotten around to it, and now I have one that she just threw right in there. So these cards are very small. Like, I didn't realize these cards were so small. They are not much bigger than that mini tarot deck. They're playing card size, maybe even a little bit smaller than playing card sized. Here is the backing, which is very pretty. And yeah, the artwork is beautiful. And it just comes with a little white book, like so. So nothing fancy there, just your basic little white book. And here's the two cover cards. This one I thought was very cool. It says, "To all believers." Isn't that cool? This looks brand new. Again, it was not sealed, but it looks brand new. These cards have never been used. Doesn't look like to me. So there's the Fool. Here's the Magician. I love this Magician card. This guy looks like a total rock star. He looks like he looks like the guy from Iron Maiden when he had his long hair, Bruce Dickinson. That's who he reminds me of, totally. The Magician. Here is the High Priestess. The Empress. Here's the Emperor. The Hierophant. The Lovers. Chariot. Look at that yin and yang symbol on the chariot there. Here is Strength. Very Rider-Waite clone, as you can see. The Hermit just follows that whole Rider-Waite imagery. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. Here's the Hangman. There's Death. People lying there. Temperance. There's the Devil. Ooh, that's a scary looking devil. Here is the Tower. Here's the Star. The Moon. The Sun. I love this Sun card. Look at that the happy child and that happy sun face. It looks like, reminds me of the, what's that children's show? Teletubbies. That's totally what this reminds me of, the Teletubbies right here, especially that sun face up there. Total Teletubbies. Here is the Judgment card and the World. Okay, so let me show you. Here's the Ace of Cups. These are not pips. These are all fully illustrated. Two of Cups. So you get the basic Rider-Waite pictures. Here's the Page. Here's the Knight. Okay, let's move on to the Wands. And they're rods, called rods in this deck. There's the Four of Rods. Here's the Page. I love how he's like calling like that. He's definitely the messenger here, right? He's trying to get somebody's attention there. Here's the Knight of Rods. Here's the Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. It's the Knight of Swords. This guy looks very angry and confrontational. Here's the Queen. And finally, Ace of Pentacles. Very pretty Ace of Pentacles. There's the 2. Here's the 9. And there's the Page. Look at this Knight. Handsome fella. Well, look at the Queen with the bunny. Isn't that cute? So yeah, another full, complete deck for nothing. Oh, this woman was so sweet and so incredibly generous. I was so lucky, and I feel just so last but not least, this was another one that she threw in, and these came like this, wrapped in this elastic band, and here's the backing. I also didn't come with a box, so I did not know what this tarot deck was. And there was a sticky note on the bottom of the pile that had the number 74 on it. And when I saw it, I was like, uh-oh, does that mean there's only 74 cards? And sure enough, when I got home and I was going through everything, I went through the whole set and sorted them. And this deck is missing cards, so it's an incomplete set. And I went on one of the tarot groups that I am in on Facebook, and I posted a few pictures of some of the cards there and asked anybody if they knew what this deck was. And almost immediately somebody answered and said it was the Enchanted Tarot. And sure enough, it is the Enchanted Tarot. And I love it. The artwork is beautiful. I'm so sad that, you know, there's 4 cards missing, so I can't use it. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I guess I could just keep it as a, you know, collectible. But I'm also wondering if there is like a website. I'm sure there must be. Like, there's a website for everything these days, right? And I wonder if there's a website that sells like spare tarot cards. Like if you're missing a tarot card or one or more tarot cards from a deck, do any of you guys know if there is a website that sells like just, you know, extra cards? Because if there is, then I can possibly go on there and get the missing cards. I think I'm missing 2 major arcana and maybe 2 of the minor arcana. So if I can get those and have a full set, that would be awesome. But I mean, otherwise, I guess I'll just, you know, hang on to them as a collectible or something. I don't know. The artwork is stunning. I love the backing. It's got that beautiful, very simple but very nice backing, like the gold hearts and the scepters and the stars. I think it's really, really beautiful and just elegant, you know. And the art is stunning. The art is stunning. So here's the Fool. Here's the Magician. I mean, I can't really complain because it was free, right? I mean, I didn't pay for these. She just threw these in as an extra. But it sure would have been nice to have the whole set, of course. So here is the High Priestess. But hey, I'm not complaining. I'm not. So here's the Empress. The Emperor. The court cards in this deck are incredible, and I'll show you some of the court cards. Here's the Hierophant. I thought I was missing this one, but I guess it must be another one. Let's see which one I'm missing. Here is the Lovers. Whoops, 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 whoops. Come on. Here's the Chariot. Strength. There's the Wheel of Fortune. The colors are very soft and pastel-y. Justice. The Hangman. There's Death. I love this Death card. Guys, look at this Death card. Kind of reminds me of some of those like Day of the Dead, the Day of the Dead artwork, like the South American, Mexican, Latino artwork of the Day of the Dead, or what do they call it? I forget. Oh, yeah, okay. It's Temperance I'm missing because we skip ahead to the Devil here. So I am missing the Temperance card. And I'm also missing the Tower. Yeah, because it jumps ahead to the Star here. So I'm missing Temperance and the Tower. The Moon. Here's the Sun and Judgment. And finally, the World. And, oh yeah, missing Ace of Wands, because it skips right to the Two of Wands here. So missing the Ace. Let me show you some of these court cards, because they're incredible. The court cards are just absolutely beautiful. They have a very Art Deco look to them. I thought this might have been an Art Deco deck at first, or Art Nouveau or something. So that's the Princess of Wands. Here's the Prince of Wands. There's the Queen. Look at this, guys. Look at that. So beautiful. And the King. That's why it breaks my heart that I can't use it, you know. There's the King. Okay, and let me show you the Courts and the Pentacles. Here's Seven of Pentacles. There's the 8. Here's the Princess or Page of Pentacles. Here's the Prince or Knight. There's the Queen. Yeah, they have this very vintage Art Deco look to them. That's just stunning. I love it. Here's the King. Here's Ace of Swords. Ooh, look at this Three of Swords here. And let's skip to the... Here's the Princess of Swords. The Prince. Here's the Queen. The Queen seemed to be the real standout in the courts in this deck. And the King. The King, yeah, see there's that sticky note where she wrote 74 on it. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that I don't have a whole set. Oh, the cups are called hearts in this deck. So here's the Ace of Cups. There's the Two of Cups or Two of Hearts. The swans, look at that. So beautiful. Here's the Princess. The Prince. Ooh, look at this Queen. She's just kind of glum and somber here. But I love it. And here's the King of Cups or King of Hearts. So yeah, that was the Enchanted Tarot. Unfortunately, my incomplete set of the Enchanted Tarot, but I'm not complaining in the least. Another thing about these cards that I really like is they are in excellent condition. They're definitely not new. Like, you can tell these cards have been well loved and well used and very... Like, you can tell they've been handled a lot because they just have that feel to them. Like, they're not in bad shape, but you can just tell that these cards have been used and loved by somebody. And that's another thing I like about them is the fact that they are just, like, they're excellent quality. Like, they're very thick cardboard, great card stock. They're really high quality, and I guess they've really stood up to use over time, and they're in excellent condition. So that's another really cool thing about them. For $50, all that I got, let me recap and show you everything. To recap, let's go through all of these again. So for $50, this is what I got. This Enchanted Tarot deck. That's incomplete, I know, but still pretty much a full deck. This full Marseille deck right here. Hanson Roberts, full deck. This little mini tarot deck kit. These Once Upon a Time story cards, this game here, this gorgeous Dragon Tarot, the Golden Tarot, Kitchen Tarot, Magical Spell cards, and the Oracle Tarot. And I almost forgot, she threw in one other thing, just this little purple reading cloth, like this satin reading cloth. So she threw that in as well. This is a little extra. So guys, imagine all of that for 50 bucks. It was like a total gift from the gods. So that was it. That was my incredible tarot haul. I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, if there are any decks in here that you saw in this video that you would like me to review or show you in greater detail, just leave a comment below. Let me know, and I will happily do that for you. Okay, guys, I will see you again soon. Bye for now. Mwah.